Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. Today we're going to talk about this powerful rally that's happening right now and the stocks that are really leading the charge. And I'm going to show you this spreadsheet right here, which is my top list based on performance right here, based on price performance. And this is based on September 5th. So I've updated the list more recent now, just to coincide where the market is right now. You know, we saw the bottom recently, and we basically last Friday, and we bounced in. So we want to see whether how the stocks are behaving, and these are the top lists right here. Then we also have highest date. So this is very important because September 13th is Friday, right? Ending Friday, and when they say September 13th, it means they make a high that day, like in this period, right? So there's lots of stocks making highs right now in this period, like this short-term period, and so that's a good sign. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then we also see the daily relative strength here compared to for the whole 3-month period, and the weekly also closing at the top. So that's also very good. Yeah, so let's jump to this list again. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and comment on any stock that you like. So we have Tzu, leisure travel booking retail here. We have App Living in the computer enterprise. Let me jump to App Living. So this is a very powerful move right here. You can see 3-day move right here. This is very powerful. I almost say this is the strongest stock right now in the market when it comes to the performance wise, just because of how powerful this 3-day is: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can see I have my green arrow here. That's when I bought on Wednesday. We have this breakout. Really, that's what's happening. We have this breakout right here. It fell right here. This is the first time it passed this line right here, and it fell. It came back down. And this on Wednesday, when the market reversed, this stock also pretty much, it didn't reverse that day because what happened, I believe, it was an upgrade by Bank of America, so it gap up, and then as the market reversed, it went up even higher, and hence it just followed through Thursday and Friday, really strong. So yeah, you look at the volume coming in. I mean, after the upgrade, it just lost volume coming in. Now, again, sometimes we look at technicals, but we also have to look at fundamentals, right? Like, why is this happening to this stock? Look at this run right here. It's a tremendous run. I mean, it has built, I would consider this one base here, second base here, third base here. And this base here resets the base because the stages, because according to IVD, this is a base because it undercut this base here. Now it goes back to stage 1, as you see on that pop-up. But what's more important is the fundamentals, right? Like, look, September next quarter, last year was 0.3, 30 cents, now it's 91 cents, so double, right? And then you can see the numbers continue to improve: 92%, 48%, and even the next year, June, will be 23%. So this is a high growth stock, and hence, yeah, this is what's happening. So the run, the good thing is it reset the stage here for the base, which means generally IBD, rallies, when they start, they have about 3 to 4 stages before it top. That's in general, and because this one, it did fail on this stage here, which is stage 2, and then it reset to stage 1. So it even gives it more, because what happens, most short-term sellers are sold right here, right? And so now the bounce is even faster. So and stage 1 and 2 is usually where you can have the most gain. You can see this gain right here, and then you can see this gain right here. RH Restoration Hardware, I believe, furniture store. They did really well on their earnings, and the numbers are showing lots of improvements going forward, and that's why I have it highlighted here, something to watch out for. KRNT, machinery, general industrial, doing well. AGX, building heavy construction, Again, you're gonna see, there's not one area that's dominant. You see technology, retail, industrial, health. Probably the least you're gonna see at the top here are commodities, and then you see some financials. Also, it's not the strongest, but it still show up here. So anyhow, we'll go through this list. So then we have Twist in biotech, VKTX in biotech, Chewy in retail internet. That group did bounce quite a bit this week. I heard some news about. Okay, so the news basically that administration they got looking at the government's looking at like putting tax on PDD, and that's not good news for them. So that's why it benefit all the retailers in the U.S. Etsy, I think Wayfair, lots of them benefit. Chewy is kind of retail internet for pet food, but yeah, just you look at PDD, it's not doing good. This is perfect L shape, a very bearish pattern, L shape pattern. It gets stuck at a range here at the bottom, and this is a long L. So this is very bearish because generally it looks like that. So be careful. So I just want to point out. HIMS, yeah, computer software medical is climbing back up. So another one to pay attention to. VRT, again, if you believe in the AI growth, the power equipment is probably the underrated one, right? Because everyone's focusing on NVDA and all the chip stuff. But the power equipment group, as we saw, this is part of the utility sector. They have done well. Like look at this run right here. They have done really well, and it went through a big correction, and you see it tried to come out here and it fell. It tried to come out here and it fell. So that's twice. Actually, I trade both of those, and it fell. And this is the time I traded. Finally, it works. And look at this bounce. It's really strong. Let me just take out my markup just to show. Like look at this 50-day line right here. Let me just clear the markups again. Right here, this is the red line, right? And again, look at this. It breaks out above that line, and then it follows through. And then, if you look at Friday, I don't consider that a negative day, just even though it was down, because it's trading pretty close to the previous day's close, right? And it's up in the upper range of that Thursday. So to me, that's just a little bit of profit taking. And then volume came down lower, right? So again, not many people want to sell. This is again, this slope is very strong, so I'm really excited for this one, and it has done pretty good consolidation after this run. Look at this run right here. This is the only base it formed, and it's a 5-week base, and then this is the original. This is a very strong stock. Like again, this is a big. I don't know if IBD will reset the stage, but because we were stage 2 here, and then that was it. There was no more base after, and then now it's breaking out really strong, and a lot of analysts love this stock. Yeah, so again, they provide power equipment like heating, cooling, usually I believe. So they could be helpful to them. Data centers, right? Yeah, stuff like that. So. Yeah, watch out for this guy. There's lots in this group. You can see here AMSC is another one. That's one I follow. Let me just jump to that because that's another stock that this one has corrected quite a bit, and the bounce is not as strong as VRT because you can see it's still under 50-day. And look at it's pulling back now. It is tight. I'm gonna say, especially after this one big day. But I don't like how the volume has increased. But if it does bounce, it's gonna be a strong bounce just because a lot of people have already sold here, right? You can see the volume. So we'll see what happens. But it hasn't really break above the 50-day. But I think if it does, if it's gonna break out, it's gonna be a pretty strong move. But if it fell, then it'll probably come back to this lower end level here. So we'll see. But that's VRT and AMC in the same group. We already talked about Avago in the other video. This is a big cap chip stock, performing even better than NVDA right now, which is remarkable. H row in the biotech, SEZL, financial service specialty, PI. This is another semiconductor area. Pi Impinj, I think is the name, doing really well. SMCI also make it to the top here, 18% gain this week. SYM, machinery, general, industrial. So there's some industrial doing really well. Palantir, this is another really strong stock. Yeah, I really pay attention to this. It has done really well. So let me show you my mock-ups. This right here, you know, it came up, right, and then it came back down, and then this 2 days right here was very strong at the bottom. It didn't touch the 50-day, the red line. It did, you know, and then it break below the 21-day, which is the pink line. It's very hard for you to see here, but it closed pretty much at that line. You know, it didn't want to close at the bottom, and that was a strong signal to me that you know, there's not many sellers left. And so when this breakout happened, yeah, like I definitely took a position there, and the volume was really high. I'm just trying to remember what was the news there. There must be a news because it is a gap up. But anyhow, it continued to go higher, and look at this follow through, right? Very strong. Now it's riding the 10-day green line. Let's look at a weekly chart. Now, IBD has been talking about this for quite a while now. It's not easy stock to trade. It is very volatile. Look at this right here. This is a very sharp pullback. A lot of people have been shaken out, but you know, the one thing I've learned over the many years is the ones that shaken out the biggest, and especially if it's a growth stock, they bounce the most. So Mark Mooney, we talk about this also. Sometimes it takes once, twice, and then finally the third time, shaking like that. After the second shakeout, the third time when it breaks out again, it just bazooka. So this could be one of those that could happen. And right now the slope is pretty strong, even on the 50-day. We'll see. So again, this one, superior numbers, right? 7 cents to 9 cents, 8 cents to 10 cents. I mean, stable. I wouldn't say it's 100% growth, but it's pretty stable. Yeah, lots of news on this company, right? Like, I think the CEO was recently interviewed too. You can go look at that clip. But yeah, the stock's acting really well. Look at this volume on the downside. It's not there. Look at all the up week volumes. This is weekly volumes. This is really strong. So a lot of accumulation happening lately. Something's happening. And again, this is AI related, and they do AI stuff for the government. And I believe they do ERP systems and as well. And yeah, they said it's the easy. They have the best ERP implementations out there. So anyhow, that's something they said they do. We have Spray, Cradle, AYE, Audio Eye. So this is coming back as well. It's a very small cap stock, so it will be a little bit more volatile. LOAR in the aerospace defense doing pretty well. Hood, Robinhood, AMC, we talked about that. Sterling, WGS, NVDA, we already talked about that in the major the last video. TBG, AA, CSWI, VCYT. I'm just gonna go through some of the blue ones that I'm either own or that I'm close to buying them. So FLNC is energy alternative. So after the debate on Tuesday, we saw lots of green energy stocks went up because both side of the candidates are saying they will be you know, for green as well. So anyhow, FLNC is one of them. GV is another one. They're both in the same group. So let's look at FLNC first. So this is a very strong move right here. Like, this is a nice cup with handle pattern, and they break out right there, and it's a really strong week. The numbers are improving, like 0.2 cents to 29 cents. That's the highest, you know, you've seen in a long time. Go to daily. So this is renewable and storage applications, and look at this slope right here on the 10-day. So I did take some profit on Friday just because it runs up so fast. The pink is like mean I'm taking partial profit. Um, so yeah, I mean, but even this day, look at where it closed. It closed pretty close to Thursday's price, so it's still a positive day. And look at the volume starting to pick up, right? So that's good too on the buy side. So that's FLNC, and then another one, GEV. I like this one more just because this is IPO, and then it built a base right here, and then it broke out. Now this first breakout didn't work in a sense because it kind of pulled back all the way to the red line, which is the 50-day. But then from here, you can see this day, it actually closed at the top. So that was a huge shakeout that day. I didn't even buy then. I just wait. And then here's the breakout right here, this right here. So you can see that channel line I draw and the handle right there. This is a high handle. You call high handle after a breakout, and then it forms a handle. And then this is the day where I start adding, and then I start adding more right here. You can see a cluster of green marks right there, and then it took off after. I haven't taken any profit yet. I probably should because it's running up really fast. But anyhow, we'll see. This is definitely a strong stock right now. Look at this chart on the weekly chart. And the numbers are, again, 0.5 cents to 63 cents. That's a remarkable, change there. And yeah, so it's improving. So that's GEV. There's a few target raise on this week. That's probably why it moved up so much. I think 140 is one level. I draw my black line here. That's the target. So that's another reason I didn't sell yet, because that seems to be the lowest target right now. So yeah. So there's lots of stocks. I'm not going to go through them. They're all doing really well. You can see in 1 week, these stocks all gain more than 10%. Feel free to browse through them on your own time. Here's one, ADMA. This is biotech. I like TSM. We talked about that in the other video. Duolingo. Yeah, Duolingo. Let's take a quick look. Like I said, the software group are starting to show a lot of strength. And even on the individual chart, you can see this one, nice double bottom pattern. You can see this is the W shape, to call it. And then it forms a nice handle right here. And then this is the breakout. Now I own this even during this handle here. And then I didn't really add to it after it broke out. But it was like right here, it's probably hard for you to see. It actually hold on to the lows here 2 times. And you can see how tight this is. It just doesn't want to go lower. And that gives me confidence to hold on to this shares I have here. And then it broke out, and now it's moving pretty fast. Duolingo, and Duolingo is another AI stock for consumer education and the language, and then other areas now they're grown into, like math and other skills. And this stock, again, just like PLTR, it's not an easy stock to hold. You can look at the weekly chart how choppy it is. The numbers are superior, like 7 cents to 35, 26 to 44, 57 to 63, 51 to 71. Like it just continued to grow. The sales are still pretty good growth. So, but it hasn't moved away, a smooth route, right, in terms of an uptrend. So, anyhow, but I keep trying, and maybe one of this time is going to run really fast, so we'll see. All right, so that's Duolingo, and then Shock Ninja, another strong stock. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Shock Ninja. Look at this chart. I mean, this is a not too old IPO, September 23rd IPO. This is the IPO base right here. You can see draw a cover handle. Then it has a flat base right here. This one doesn't form many bases as well. And then this is the second base. Really short. Look at the bases are so short. That usually means that people couldn't wait for it to break out, and that's why it just moves so fast as soon as it breaks out, and that's what's happening. So this is again moving really fast right now. Again, numbers are growing. You can see all the positive numbers here. So very good chart. Let me come back to this. PNTG, medical long-term care, doing well. So gold, I got in on Thursday morning. So just because of the big move, it was a big bounce. And you can see that on this chart here. So that's the weekly. Let's go to the daily. So right here, before Thursday, we were stuck under this short-term moving average, and then on Thursday it came out. So we'll see how the gold moves. So far, the breakout looks pretty strong, and it's gonna probably look something similar to this, where it will try to ride the 10-day. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's nickel mining. So let's just go down more. PFSI in the financial mortgage area. There's a couple of stocks in that area, PFSI and Rocket. So let's just take a quick look on those two. I don't know why the mortgage stuff is doing so well. Perhaps because things are going to improve with the interest rate. And it has, because the yields have come down quite a bit. So here it is. It broke out right here. It's a high handle. And then it broke out. You can see that. Look at the weekly chart. This is PennyMac Financial Service. So this is the government-owned entity, I believe. Yeah. And also, like, the numbers are improving. You can see here, right? 177 to 281. So these are huge numbers, right? So they're expecting huge mortgages coming up. So yeah, so something to watch out for. RKT is another one in the same area. So this is a rebound. It doesn't look as strong as the PennyMac, but again, huge expectation here, 0.01 to 0.8 cents, negative to 10 cents. So it's a big growth here. So that's that. AXON, the security area doing really well. Again, I don't know why, but security, you have AXON, there's a few even smaller names, but AXON is the big one. This is 28 billion market cap. Look at this bounce right here. This is a breakout right there from this base. And then after the breakout, it kind of goes sideways for a few weeks, and it didn't give up much, and then it bounced big. Again, numbers are growing really fast here, improving 17 to 22%. And then if we go to the individual daily chart, yeah, so this is the breakout, and then pull backs right here to 21 day. Again here, you see it doesn't want to go too far below 21 day. It keep closing at the upper range, and then it took off right here. And Friday, again, volume coming lower on the selling side, which is a good sign. It stays above the upper half of the range on Thursday. Looks really good. The other one's U. This one, a little bit choppy lately, but overall the chart looks pretty good. You can see it goes up here, and then we have some choppiness here. It's trying to move out again. We'll see if it happens, but so far it looks okay. Volume a little bit on the lower side, but we'll see. But on the weekly chart, it looks pretty good. You can see it's just tightening up. Again, strong numbers here on the growth side on future earnings. TDD. Yeah, let's talk about this one. TDD. It came out this week, I believe. There you go. Again, another strong rebound. Here's the really short base here. Even though it's short, it's still correct 25%. And this one has been like not moving much for a long time now. So, and because this is almost like a failed breakout, like because it just didn't move much. So we'll see if it moves fast now, because generally, like I say, once you've shaken out a big shakeout, after that if you break out, you have a fast move. Again, numbers are pretty strong here on the growth side. Now, another giant software company. First, I'm going to highlight the numbers here on the earnings. You can see it's growing between 18 and 22%. And this is another big base that it formed. So this one, generally, when it breaks out, it does move. So you can see it moves here, and now it's breaking out. And so we'll see if it moves as well. We go down more. Dash, another strong retail internet. We talk about RCL, Royal Caribbean, and the leisure service. Newmont Mining. We have Novartis. I believe, Novartis is also starting to rise back. So we have this base. This base right here, it didn't work. It fell. And then we formed this deeper base and reset the stage to 1. So you can see stage here, stage here, stage here. And so we reset. So, as I mentioned, sometimes when it reset, it does move pretty fast if it breaks out. So right now, if you go to daily chart, you have this short-term channel line broken here, right? This is your first day bounce here, and the longer-term trend probably is something like this, and we'll see if it comes out. That's the more important part. If we go to Lily, this one looks slightly better just because it came out higher here. Friday's reversal did happen. It did close at the bottom of the range, but the volume is lower, so it's kind of neutral right now. But in general, the two stocks, right, dealing with overweight stuff, they've been doing well long term, right? They're not the fast flyer, you're gonna gain 20% in a few days kind of thing, but they're long term. They do well. You can see, right? So, yeah. Okay, the next stock on the list was CAVA, so I'm gonna jump to that. I really like this stock. Not only the numbers are growing really strong here, you can see, but this chart is just incredible. Like, here's the nice initial cup. It fell this original base here, and then came back down, and then after that, it basically had a huge move. And this is the last area, would be like this cup with handle, original buy point. And then here again, you can see it just couldn't, like this rocket surge 2 won't draw a base because it's less than 5 weeks. So, but this is really a base here. Like, it just couldn't, people just couldn't wait. It just come out too fast, and it happens. And then here's another one, right? Again, the 2 doesn't draw the base here. It just come out so fast in less than 5 weeks. And then it took off again, and now look at how tight it's trading up here. So let me go to the daily. This is what impressed me the most, is the recent action right here. And I talked about this the previous week too. I accumulated quite a bit of shares here. It's just so tight. 4 days of trading, all holding the 10-day. That was really impressive. And then now it's taken off. And right now it's seeing some little bit of turbulence here at the previous high. That's expected. Volume did come down a little bit lower, just a little bit. We'll see how it acts, but really we're looking for this breakout right now, and we'll see if it's a big move or not. Burlington in the retail apparel, shoes, SE in the internet content. Again, there's so many stocks that are doing well. Like, this is, even we're at the number 200, these stocks are still gaining 5% for the week. So Spotify is another one here. Most of the stocks that I'm highlighting right now are the ones that IBD tend to follow, but there's, like I said, so many other stocks doing well as well. KKR is a huge financial investment firm, doing really well. Let's see what else there. As I go lower, Meta is down here, so we talk about that in the other video. So Netflix also doing pretty good. AT&T. This is a newer name, at least on my radar. So let's take a quick look here. This is the only thing I don't like about it, is a Chinese stock, right? But it has shown tremendous strength lately. So it's very choppy. This is a $20 stock, very volatile. So this is the breakout right here on earnings, right here, and it followed through the next day. Look at how tight this is trading, and then look at this down day. The volume is higher than average, but it's lower than the previous 2 days. Then we have this day right here, Friday. Look at that volume; it just diminished, even though it came back down. That's like sometimes you don't want it to come all the way back down to near the 10-day, but especially on a stock like $20 stock, it probably will. But overall, is very strong technically. So so I'm watching this closely. Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free. And also like and subscribe this. I hope there's some stocks out here, give you some ideas to look at. And also on that list, there's lots of stocks doing really well. How well they did this week, I'm just amazed. Now, of course, like I say, we're in a volatile September. We have to be cautious, not buying too extended. Yeah, good luck to all, and let's see how this Fed meeting will turn out. Thank you for watching the video.